this is where we start talking about Taylor Swift, right? It's like Taylor's 34 years old, every single boyfriend, it's this fucking machine that she runs them through, a huge calamity. They also get famous for good or for bad. This thing with her current boyfriend she just broke up with, Matty Healy, who's I guess a lead singer of this band, 1975, and he's also a fan of like comedy podcasts. I think he was on
Adam Friedland Show, Cometown,
and he had some jokes, I guess, about Ice Spice. Okay, all of a sudden, Ice Spice comes out on Taylor's tour. Now, granted, she is a huge artist right now, so that could have been already planned, but it could have been a PR move to protect. She comes out on Taylor's tour, and then a couple days later, Taylor breaks up with the 1975 guy. Yeah. Right?
Yeah.
Coincidence?
Yeah, when you put it like that, it don't seem like it.
I wonder if she even knows. I wonder if Taylor's just in this like narcissism spin cycle where it's like whatever feeds the beast, whatever is necessary to feed the beast, she will eat. And the beast is building up and becoming the most successful artist in history, and she's arguably there, one of them, right? But I wonder if she can even tell the difference. Like in the same way that like Kardashian's dating people, it's like, I do like him. Well, do I like him? I don't know, but I like the attention that I get from liking him and dating him.
Yeah.
And maybe that's the same feeling of me actually liking someone's personality and enjoying their company.
And when you're feeling good, you're not distinguishing what's making you feel good.
Exactly.
That's a lot of analysis to say, what's making me
Do I
feel
really
loved?
like this person? Do I like the attention?
Yeah.
Like, what is it that's actually serving?
Yeah, it's hard to discern what it is, especially if you have like a tumultuous childhood. You'll yearn for the love that your parents gave you, even if it wasn't good. You know what I mean? Like if your parents were like,
explain that.
Like if your parents were like cold to you, like for some people they'll like yearn for like a cold love from like other people or from partners because that's what their parents gave them.
That's what they're
learn love is.
And that's what they think that it is, and that's what feels good to them. So like again, I don't know what her childhood was, but like if she's looking for spectacle and like attention through her relationships, that might have been what it felt like with her parents or something. And so she might not even be able to discern because she's like, oh yeah, this is what my whole life has been. This is what childhood is. This is what love is.
Interesting.
I think she might have gotten into the pattern of using her dating life as a crutch.
Creative inspiration.
Yeah. So it's like at this point, we've seen it happen so many times where it's like, okay, what's my new muse?
Dude, that is so fucking true. You hear about this a lot of time in like fashion with like designers having a muse, right? There's a model that they really like, a singer, a person. Kanye, right? Like, so interesting muses, yeah. And, but basically that's really interesting. You get to a certain level of success and she is at the top of it, right? I'm sure you guys may have even felt like we get a little bit more comfortable. There's less things irritating you. Like when we were in Miami, nothing was irritating me. It was hard to write jokes. Like life was just so good. I was just enjoying everything. Imagine that times a million when you're Taylor Swift. You're fucking almost at a B. You can do whatever you want. You know, the biggest tour in the world. What is the motivation to write? What is the motivation to sing? What is the motivation to pour your heart out? Maybe that only comes in the form of these relationships and heartache. So she's seeking it out to fill the beast that is this creative machine.
And maybe she doesn't even notice, to give her some credit, because I do think she does it intentionally, but maybe it just happens like your brain associates, oh, I date a guy, break up with a guy, I get more famous. It's all just good feelings.
Yeah.
Like the breakup, I just write a song about it. Everybody thinks I'm great and they're shitty, and I get more famous and more love and more adulation.
And to defend her, I would say like, why can't she talk about her relationships? Why can't she talk about her experiences? We're comics. Like we would talk about the things that go on in our life 100%. We're on a podcast talking about dating, talking about our wives, talking about all these things. So it's not weird that she doesn't.
But just seeking out experiences and people in order to do it. Like,
that's where it feels.
Do you know comedy?
I would also love the Taylor Swift song that's like, I fucked up too. I would love that song. Hey, I made some mistakes too.
She got a couple songs like that.
Oh, she does?
I'm the problem, it's me.
Okay, Swiftie.
Yeah.
That's self-aware. Yeah, I'm not familiar enough with the music. I mean, I know obviously the bangers, but I don't know the music enough to like say if she's completely self-aware about what's going on. I also think it's very easy to criticize the people who are most successful. So I want to make sure we're being fair.
Oh, she's, for talent-wise, it's insane. She's so talented. Her
And the
songs
tour is
slap.
amazing. Apparently, everybody who's gone to
Yeah.
it has said it's incredible. Like she's putting on a concert for hours in these stadiums and
40
entertaining
songs
fucking
is nuts, dude.
Yeah. So
I just want to give one take. So the show The Idol, how the girl is like, your theory, she might be a narcissist, and that's why she gets with these bad boys to push back against,
The
like
team.
to rebel.
Yeah.
I think it could also possibly be, you know how like people in authoritative roles, they sometimes have like kinks that they want to be like shamed, like they'll go to a dominatrix or some shit like that.
Yeah.
To be submissive.
And so I
Yeah.
think somebody in
Like
that,
Leo in Wolf of Wall Street.
yeah, so somebody in that role, it's like they have all these yes people around them, all these people that are just nice and
They
trying
wanna
to
hear
make
a
them,
no.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
it's just having one person that could be like, tell me no once in a while. Yeah.
so she's in such a power position
Yeah.
that the lack of control or lack of power is what would turn her on.
Yeah. Because think about that. Like, she choked herself. So it's like she's only getting off by like having to cut off oxygen to her body just so she can get off.
Yeah.
And then he does a very similar thing to her.
Oh,
But
wow.
nobody in her life would ever do something like that to her.
Right.
Yeah.
So I think that's kind of might be what they
Yo, dude, that's
job for.
why I also think specifically young stars, it's so difficult because they don't have the opportunity to build real friendships before they're famous. Because if you can build real friendships before you're famous or on the way up, you can have a level of honesty with people. If you're famous at 14, you have friends, but nobody even knows what's going on at 14 years
Yeah.
old. You don't even know if you like each other. You just both like the fact that you make jokes about the teacher in math class. Like, there's not a lot of real connective tissue there. So you don't have the opportunity to build those real friends. And then all the friends that you make in your early adult years, you're like, do these people only like me because I'm
transactional.
successful? Yeah, exactly. Ooh, man.
And you don't even know who you are, really.
100%.
Like, we all thought we knew who we were at 19, 20, 21. We had no fucking clue.
And we didn't have people telling us who we are at 19 and 20.
Oh, yeah.
We had the opportunity to find it. We just didn't.
yeah.
That you got your publicist telling you you're this person.
Yeah.
You got your agent telling you you're this person.
Also, all your friends are also famous. Like,
And when you're 18 and not famous and you say some dumb shit, your friends could be like, shut the fuck up. They
Yeah.
will.
Yeah.
They're going to be like, oh, yeah, that's good. That's
Yeah.
good. Keep doing that.
And everybody's singularly focused on this one thing. And each person is almost like a lily pad on your way there. You know, so it's like, you don't know if that's a true friendship or if it's being around you as clout. Yeah, the insecurity you must feel. I understand why a lot of them probably abuse drugs. It's just like to ease that anxiety.
yeah.
Every interaction, you're anxious. Everything you tell somebody, you're like, oh my God, are they going to tell that to TMZ? Imagine how many times you get your heart broken by the people you trust the most. Like, then you just have no trust for anybody. Ugh, it's
That's also
rough.
probably why it's hard to make these relationships work.
Yeah.
Because just from, you don't trust anybody. Like, how do you, everything seems transactional. Everybody seems like they want something from me. Why would I trust you to be different?
Yeah.
Just because you're famous too? No, you're a narcissist just like me. You're probably getting some out of this just like me. It's tough, dude.